This all hustle, this ain't luck. Lady Buck, about that business. We about that business, that business. We trending on retreat, about that business, that business. All we know is win, ain't no defeat. We about that business, that business. Competition can't compete. We about that business, that business. Number one, I feel it in my cleats. Hey, we got facts, we got stats. Not to mention trending topics. You the champ? No, that's cap. Drilling, killing all the guys. Please don't try that, boy. You know we hotter, boy. Making all kind of noise. We on fire. What you know about them Ohio boys? We about that business, that business. Boy, we about that business. It get real up in that field, but got built about that business. That business, that business. Boy, we about that business. This all hustle, this ain't luck. Lady Buck, about that business. We about that business, that business. We trending on retreat, we about that business. That business. All we know is win, ain't no defeat. We about that business, that business. Competition can't compete. We about that business. That number one, I feel it in my cleats.
Look at here. I'm down here in the dungeon. I'm feeling bad today. But guess what we gonna do? We gonna have this show tonight. Because there's so much to talk about. What's up, Blue Nitty?
What's the deal, son?
What's up, baby? Hey, listen, Lady Buck. There's so many topics that's out there that we need to cover, and I'm ready to go for it. Let's go.
Okay. First of all, let me make sure to remind my village to like, share, follow us, comment on all 4 platforms. We are really doing it big over on TikTok, so y'all go check us out on TikTok. It's about that business. Okay. Remember to also follow our new page. Our page that is, and most of you have gone over there. It's the About That Business page on Facebook. So make sure you like, subscribe, and share that page as well, because eventually that's going to be the main page where you'll see everything. So, and as always, make sure you help us reach those 500 followers. Okay, let us get up to 500. We're really close. We're at 300 and some change. I'm close to 400 on both. We're really doing big numbers on all platforms, on all 4 platforms. So, we'd like you to kick it up on YouTube a little bit. So check us out on YouTube. You'll always be able to see, if you miss a live, you'll always be able to see our clips, our whole lives. They're always recorded on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. We don't put the whole lives on TikTok. We do put the clips on TikTok. So if you just want to watch a little bit of it, you can see them there or on all the other platforms. So with that being said, I think the first thing we want to talk about, I guess, how are you guys feeling about, and excuse Buckeye Bill, he's a little under the weather. So, y'all send us your well wishes. Send us your well wishes. He's under the weather, but one thing he don't do is stop. So he's still here for you guys to make sure he doesn't miss a beat with you all, even though he's under the weather, because that's love. Okay, just know that's love. But so we're gonna try to carry on. Yeah, dedication. As much as we can. To help him not have to talk as much, with how he feels. So, Nitty, you sent me some things today. You sent me something today about the Hall of Fame class of 2026.
Yeah.
So, how are you feeling about that selection?
It's cool. I didn't really see too many people that, that I say shouldn't have been there. It should have. I feel like it should have been one more. And this is coming from a Colts fan. I feel like it should have been one more name. Bill Belichick should be on there. I encourage everybody to go do a deep sea dive when it's talking about Bill Belichick and see where he came from and see what all because I'll tell you one story about Bill Belichick, and this came from Lawrence Taylor, one of the best defensive people that ever played the game.
Okay.
He was mad because Bill Parcells gave the defensive coordinator position to Bill Belichick. He went storming in the office. Hey man, what's wrong? You done lost your mind?
Mm-hmm.
And he said, Bill Parcells looked at him and said, that defense we've been running for the past 2 years? He's like, yeah, but you gave the defensive coordinator the position to Bill Belichick, and he was because he was one of the, I don't know, one of the little assistants to the assistants, or a small position. He said, that defense that we've been running for the last 2 years? He said, yeah. He said that came from Bill Belichick.
And this was early on in his career?
Yeah, and that's when he first started coaching defensive coordinator. Yeah, this is way early.
And let me chime in on that. See, what folks don't realize about Bill Belichick is that even when he was the defensive coordinator for the Giants, he was the actual coach of the Giants, because the Giants had one of the most outstanding defenses in the league at that time. So when he went to Cleveland, he went to Cleveland because they wanted that same energy. But what happened with Cleveland was their organization was not structured to bring on those type of players. So when he left Cleveland and went to New England, and then he went to New England because the Kraft hadn't had the team yet. He went there, and then Kraft bought the team. Kraft gave him every opportunity to bring in at that time. That's when he was cottonless, and he was bringing in the right people. And that's why they went on that run. And that's why he should be, bar none. I'm talking about Don Shula. What's the guy that did the San Francisco?
I'm gonna put him up in a minute. I'm gonna put him up in a moment.
All of those. They were first round going into the league. Bill Belichick should have been a first round Hall of Famer coach off the rip. He's got more Super Bowls than any coach in the Hall of Fame, because he got Super Bowls with New England, and then he got Super Bowls with New York. He's got more Super Bowls than any coach that has ever coached the NFL ranks. And that's true.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I don't think you can really, you may be a rival team. You really can't minimize what he's done. But just because, I guess my question is, and I'll ask both of you, okay, it's been a pretty big deal. They said him and Eli Manning, which of course I believe definitely should be a Hall of Famer. And educate me on this. Is there only so many spots per year to be inducted into the Hall of Fame?
No.
Okay, so explain that part to me, because it's not like he can't get in, or like Eli can't get in next year or the year after. What's the big deal about this year?
What happens, Lady Buck, is that biases. The voters are like the individuals who vote people into the Hall of Fame. and they are scripted from the news part, broadcasting, and then I think there's a small segment of players and coaches that vote. So
Okay.
the ones that let did not allow him in was because of the plate gate, the when the ball was deflated, and then Spygate. They keep holding that against him, but here's the bigger problem: everybody was doing it, so you can't hold that against him if everybody else was doing it. Same thing, I hate that team up north. Everybody was doing it. Everybody was doing it. And I will never defend them fools. But I can tell you this: made no sense. Made no sense.
So, okay, again though, okay, we see was that Taylor? Oh, I thought that was Taylor. We see, okay, these are the 6, right? Or the 5. Is that it? Is that it for this year, the
But
class of 2026? These 5?
Look at that group, though. Look
But
at
I'm
that
asking,
group.
but listen,
Yeah,
I'm asking a question. Is that it?
yeah, that's it. That's
Yeah. But
the
look
number
at
that they
that
put.
group. Okay, so if you're an NFL fan, you look at that 5 individuals. You tell me why they would not be in the Hall of Fame.
Well, I like them. I like all 5. I think
Yeah.
they should
I
be.
guess
But
what she's saying though, she's
that's my
saying like
question. Yeah,
she thought it would be more people. She's
more
not disputing.
inductees.
She's not disputing
Well, you
who
can't squeeze
is.
everybody in the damn Hall of Fame. You can't squeeze them all in at the same time.
So that's my question, Buckeye Bill. How many? Is there a limit per year
No, there's
of?
no limit, but they're not going to extend the limit to
They don't want
5,
they
10, or the 20 people in one. One of the things you got to understand
No, yeah, you're missing.
when they do the
no
when they
no
do
no.
when
Hold on, Bill.
they do the actual
I
Hall
understand
of
what she's
Fame,
trying to say,
you can't
but
have
no,
10
Hold on,
people
hold on, hold on.
having a
You're talking at the
speech.
same time.
So
yeah,
they have to limit it to a time frame on TV, first of all. Second of all, and then you have to select the right individuals for that class. For
Okay,
that class.
again. Hold on, Nitty. Do you know the answer to that? Is there a certain amount? Is it 5? It can only, because here's our 5 right here. Is there
yeah.
only 5 people per year that's inducted to the Hall of Fame?
No.
I just
It's
think
not.
that I just think this is my opinion because I really don't. I ain't gonna lie to you. I really don't know the answer to that question. But I will say this, because I've seen them have more people, but I think they just wanted to trim it down for like Buckeye Bill said, for TV purposes, and they just didn't want to oversaturate it. Because after, I mean, if you watch the drafts and stuff after so long, most of the time you done lost the audience. So I think that they went and selected that group of people. They was like, okay, this is a strong 5. We're gonna rock with this. But they could have, like I said, that's why I said they could have put Bill Belichick in there. But he's gonna get in next year. But just the fact that they don't respect his mind.
I agree, and you got to understand, Bill Belichick has stepped on a lot of people's toes. So he's pissed off a lot of people, and I get it. You know what I'm saying? But that should not be the criteria for his excellence as a coach.
Okay,
Yep.
And the 5 that is on this list right here, every last one of them should be in the Hall of Fame. Not one of them you can say should not be. Man, Luke was, man, that dude was a beast. You know what I'm saying? Roger Craig, if you watch Roger Craig play in San Francisco, high stepping, and couldn't nobody catch him, and couldn't nobody tackle him. You know, Vinatieri, he never missed a field goal.
Right. He was from the Colts. I remember, right, Nitty?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. I remember
Yep.
Vinatieri.
Drew Brees
Yeah.
brought New Orleans out of the hurricane
Yeah, he
and
did.
brought them a championship
Yeah, he
and
played
a
his heart out.
championship winning
It was,
team in an
hey,
environment that has lasted all the way up until now. And then Larry Fitzgerald,
Yeah,
one of
Larry.
the best receivers ever,
Yeah. Awesome.
ever.
The Cardinals haven't been the same.
No argument with the five. Like you were saying, expanding it. Yes, they've had nine people, but
Well-
just like Nitty was saying, I think they shrunk it in order to get it into a platform where it only takes this amount of time for these people to say their grace to their fans and their family and yada yada. You will, and you got to put it in a time frame for it to make sense for them. If you got 9 people coming up there and talking longer than what was his name? Michael Irvin. He talked for almost 20 minutes.
So, Buckeye Bill, I did find the answer to that question. Okay. What I did, I had to look it up real quick. And it says between 4 and 9 new members, including players, coaches, and contributors, are typically inducted into the Pro Football Hall of Fame annually. So wait a minute, let me finish reading it. And then it says, out of that, between that 4 and 9 members that are elected, a maximum of 5 can be, so it is 5. A maximum of 5 can be elected from a final list of 15 nominees, with each needing at least an 80% approval, which that's the votes that you were talking about.
Exactly.
So they'll have a list of 15, but it is 5 every year that can go into be inducted into the Hall of Fame due to the voting. So that was my question.
Well, then you go back to what you were saying. There are contributors. So those contributors are a part of the Hall of Fame also. So in that time frame of the actual show, you have to have those 5 talk, and then they're going to have contributors, and they get an opportunity to come on stage and thank their fans and their families. So it makes sense. It makes sense. And everybody, listen, not in anybody's job or anything is going to be voted in for the top, even though you are the best. And that's what happened with Bill. Bill knows matter of fact, I don't think he cares. He knows he's going to be in the Hall of Fame. He's going to be in the Hall of Fame. He would like to be in the Hall of Fame, brought in the Hall of Fame with Tom Brady. You see what I'm saying? So we don't know how this is going to work, but the funny part is the Hall of Fame committee is a bunch of idiots.
Yep.
And I hope that don't hurt anything or hurt anybody's feelings, but they are idiots. But they did pick 5 good, great, and excellent players for this year Hall of Fame. All 5 of those guys should be in the Hall of Fame, bar none.
Hey, one more thing about Drew Brees too. A lot of people, Drew Brees was one of the shortest quarterbacks. He should have. They were saying that he should have never been able to play quarterback in the NFL, let alone throw the way he did. He could. I mean, sometimes he probably couldn't even see over the lineman.
Watching that Purdue?
Yep. You know I did.
Yeah.
So yeah, but yeah, you know, I'm going to pivot real quick. You talk about dedication, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it runs through our family because I got company right now. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
Hey,
listen. And you're still on. Thank you.
So I wanted to give Pink Nitty a shout out real quick. That's all, Bill.
Bring her on.
Hey,
she
Pink Nitty.
Hey.
We'll see.
Right
you're gonna have to come on one day, Pink.
I would love it.
Okay. So we'll let you know. Nitty will let you know what topics we're talking about. And that way you can chime in, and that way you can come and be on my side, be on my team. I'm the only lady on here with these two.
Oh, listen.
Sometimes I need some help.
Her and you and everybody gonna get this business now. That's all I got to say. No.
Hey, Pink, come on my side. Pink, come on my side.
Be there.
Come on my side. Don't worry. We'll get prepared. We'll get on the phone so we can battle them.
You know, listen.
Girls against the boys.
That is right.
Lady Buck, can I say something?
Yes.
This is funny because the trainer for New England,
yeah,
she's a black young lady, and her name is Rosie Rubian. She is from Ohio State as a trainer.
Oh, really?
And she is going to the Super Bowl.
That's beautiful.
Going to the Super Bowl with New England, and she came from Ohio State, and she's going to the Super Bowl also.
That's wonderful.
With Henderson, Travion Henderson, and it all. Listen, women are fantastic. She has literally made herself valuable in every walk of life.
That's beautiful. But hold on.
Ohio State, New England took her like, I need her.
Okay, but hold on. We're going to get to that. We're going to get to that. Let's stay on track here. We're going to get to that. Let's stay on track. Let's close up this Hall of Fame real quick. Okay. We all agree, until we're going to get to that. So we all agree that we think these are a great five. We did answer the question about how many can be, like, what was the point of everybody being in an uproar saying it was a snub. I don't see it being a snub when there's other opportunities for you to get in. If only five can get in, it's not a snub. It's not over. You can get in next year, the year after. I mean, now I do take in consideration Bill Belichick's age. I do want the committee to think about that. You don't want him to miss an opportunity. But do we really see it as a snub? Really? I don't. I don't. Not less. I mean, if this was the end, like this is it, we're not doing any more selections, then I can see that. But they select every year. Come on, people, stop with that. It's not something to talk about. I mean, so there's other things to talk about. Do any two of you have any more to say on this subject?
You covered it.
Buckeye Bill, you got anything to say on this one?
So here's the thing with what you just said.
Okay.
It'd be okay if this was the last class that goes to the Hall of Fame.
Right.
Okay. And then that means the most important player that has ever played in the NFL is Deion Sanders.
Well,
he's the most important player that's in the Hall of Fame. Deion Sanders.
Yeah, he's in already, right? Am I not mistaken?
Exactly. That's what I said.
Oh, okay.
If you close the books right now on the Hall of Fame, the most important player that ever played football in the NFL is Deion Sanders. That's it.
Now we'll have to table that back because I want to know. If we have time, I want to go back to that because I want to know your reasoning behind that. Because I thought of some other players.
I see the tape. I watched the tape.
Yeah, but I want to. I know it goes a little deeper than that, so I want to know why you really feel that way. Like he's the most important one.
Okay, I'm up for that.
NFL.
I'm up for that.
Okay, all right.
And I want you to bring somebody else who can compare themselves to some Deion Sanders, and then we'll talk about it. That's a discussion.
I don't know if I don't know if they'll compare to him, but I will bring up some other people, and then you tell me why. Why he's better.
I'm there for that. More important. I'm there for that.
Okay.
Hey, since we brought the Sanders family up, also I want to give a shout out. Happy birthday, Shadur. I hope you somewhere kick your feet up.
Happy birthday, Shadur. Hope you enjoy. Saw you at that at the Pro Bowl. That it looked fun. You looked great. Yeah, you looked great. He was outstanding. So enjoy your birthday. And I wonder how old is he? 22? Did he?
22 or 23, I think.
Yeah. So again, happy birthday. Happy birthday, Shadur. Thank you. All right. So now,
okay.
I want to ask y'all. Okay, Nitty. Nitty. Let me ask a question. Okay, I don't know who to start with. Okay, I'll start with Buckeye Bill first. And then I'll put my commentary. How do you feel about this shirt? How do you feel about this shirt, Buckeye Bill? You gonna get one? They're selling these shirts right now.
Listen. One thing and two things for sure. I ain't wearing nothing with Michigan on it. If they took Michigan off and just had IU and Ohio State on it, I'd be like, yeah, I mean, I'll might get one. No way on earth, on the planet, or in the universe that I'm gonna wear anything with that team up north on me ever. It has never happened.
Hey.
I'm 64 years old.
Wait a minute,
I had never wore
I'm letting him get it off
before, and I wouldn't do it today. That's crazy.
All right, Nitty, how do you feel about
that's garbage, man? That's garbage. That shirt is garbage. That is not a true representative T-shirt for the Big Ten.
Okay.
It's not. It doesn't work for nobody.
You might have to nobody.
Ohio State fans ain't gonna buy that.
All right, so Nitty, what do you think?
I think that we should design our own shirt. Let Hayes do it and show him how to do it.
And what do you think should be on the shirt?
What'd you say? Well, no, don't say that. Buckeye Bill said, I'm gonna reiterate what Buckeye Bill said. Ohio State and IU, and that's it. But we'll do it in some type of way to where we'll show them how to do it and have a Big Ten on there.
Well, listen. Now, I don't like, Michigan either. But now what I'm not going to take away from, even though there is an asterisk by their championship, we know how they got that. But they did win it. They did win it. So what the Big Ten is trying to say is that, hey, all 3 years, the last 3 years, Big Ten teams have won it. And these are the Big Ten teams that won it. So you can't really leave Michigan off of the shirt.
I feel that.
But if you were to design the shirt and you wanted to say the same thing, Nitty, what would you say? How would you design the shirt? If we got Hayes to design this shirt, how would you design it?
I would have some type. I would have some type.
Michigan be on the back.
Not even that. I would have Ohio State on one side, IU on the other.
And where Michigan gonna be? They won.
Yeah, but
They have to be on the back.
okay. I'll put Michigan. Look, I'll put Michigan on both of on the sleeves or on one of the
No.
sleeves.
As a matter of fact, I wouldn't wear the shirt anyway. First of all, you cannot put an M on none of my clothing. So at that point in time, you already know you ain't getting a sale from me. If you're a salesman and you be like, "Hey, listen, I got a thing for you, man, but it's got an M on it," and I'll be like, "Oh no, that ain't gonna work for me, bro. You need to sell that to somebody else who like M's. I don't like M's, so I'm not gonna pay money for M's." So no, it's just don't be them. Matter of fact, don't make the T-shirt. Don't make the T-shirt. Just make a T-shirt that says, "We are congratulating IU for the national championship." That's it. Big T.
So,
boom.
well, that's not what this shirt is about. It's not about IU. This shirt is basically saying the Big Ten has won the national championship for the past 3 years, and they're calling it, hey, the trifecta. I mean, but so you said, Buckeye Bill, you would put the M on the back. You would put Michigan on the back of the shirt.
I mean, listen. In order to sell it, you put the M on the back, Indiana on the sleeve, and Ohio State in the front, and you can sell that. You would be able to sell that. There is nobody in their right mind from Michigan or Ohio State will buy this shirt.
They won't.
And if they do, they're idiots.
Go ahead,
what I
Nikki.
can tell you is the trifecta is true. We have won 3 in a row. But that has happened before. So no, we ain't doing that. I'm not putting Michigan nothing that has an M on me.
That's twice.
Okay, so Nitty, go ahead.
Lady Buck, I need you to write this down.
Okay.
Buckeye Bill said the team up north twice. So you know he meant what he said.
Oh yeah. Well, during outside, when we're not playing outside of football season, we'll say the word then. But when it's the game week, that's when we don't say that word at all.
Yeah.
But we can say it right now. Now, let me give what I would do and how I feel about the shirt. Now, diehard Michigan and diehard Ohio State fans will not buy this shirt. Okay? Because first of all, let me tell you why that a Michigan fan won't buy this shirt. They don't like the fact that we're on there, first of all, and we're on there as a celebratory way, and they don't like the fact we're in the middle. We're in the middle. Michigan fans are petty. They're crybabies. Oh, why can't we be in the middle? They're not going to buy that shirt. Ohio State fans, the hate runs deep, okay? We're not going to buy anything with the M on it that represents Michigan. First of all, Ohio State fans don't wear the color blue. I don't know many who even own anything in their closet that color blue. I know I don't. I don't own anything with that color blue on it. I don't care. I just don't buy the color. I don't. And then I don't have anything with the M on it. If I have something with the M on it, it's something celebrating where we beat them and somebody made a shirt that shows us stomping on the Wolverine or something like that. But it's never going to be, hey, we're all buddies. We're not buddies because we still can't stand each other, even though the Big Ten has won 3 in a row. And here's the thing. If these shirts are not going to sell that well. Indiana fans might get it. IU fans might get it because to them, they're like, whatever, they don't know about they don't care about the rivalry. Yeah, we don't care. But what they should have done is just said, hey, the big trifecta, we know who those teams are. You don't have to put them on the shirt.
I would have bought that. Yeah. I would have bought that. If you'd have let the M off of there and Ohio State and IU off of that. Yeah. It said Big Ten trifecta. That's
right.
It. That's enough said.
Right. Nitty, I
Don't put the
love your
hammer on that damn
avatar.
thing, because I ain't gonna I'm not buying that. I'm not buying it. I don't
No,
care.
we're not. We're not. Nitty, I love
I
your
ain't buying it.
avatar, by the way. All right, next
Yeah.
subject. I just had to make y'all laugh with that. Well, check this out. Hey, Buckeye Nation, I really want to know if neither one of these teams are your NFL team, I really want to know who you're going for, because I know you're struggling. I know Buckeyes are struggling right now. I was struggling all week long. I went ahead and I'll give my pick later when we talk about that. But I went ahead and decided who I'm going to pick. However, let's give it up for Najigma, Jackson Smith Najigma of the year. Okay. Buckeyes are not new to this. We're true to this. Okay. We had CJ Stroud, 2 years ago, or his rookie year. We're true to this. Congratulations to him. He does deserve it. He's really balled out. I mean, even the past 2 years, really. He got in the league and he has not had a bad season. It's just been wonderful, and I'm so proud of how he carries himself on the field and off the field. One thing about Ohio State players, you don't hear a lot of. They're very disciplined. They're very disciplined. Now, are there some that get in trouble here and there? Yes, but for the most part, when they're in the league, they're very. They're going to do some things. They don't play. They're there to play ball, and they don't do all that playing around and abuse and all these other things that happen. With humans, you just don't hear a lot. I'm not saying they're perfect, but you just don't hear a lot of backlash when it comes to Ohio State players. And Jackson Smith Najigma is just that. He earned this. I'm so happy for you. From one, a Buckeye fan, and now a Smith Najigma fan. Very, very proud of you. Congratulations again. I love this right here. I think, Nitty, you sent me this. Look, as a Buckeye and a Seahawk, and it's the first Buckeye to win NFL Offensive Player of the Year. Because remember, and people say, oh, no, that's not true. That's not true. Well, no, CJ won. Remember, he won rookie. He won the Rookie of the Year. So, people get kind of confused with that. But we are proud. Buckeye Nation is proud. I'm going to applause again. Go Bucks. Go Najigma. What you got, Buckeye Bill?
Oh, look here, man. You done caught the fire with me. When he came to Ohio State, he was like the third receiver. Wilson was there. He went on to the NFL. Henderson, all these great wide receivers came to Ohio State. When he came, you could see that his discipline was about that business. And to watch him play in the NFL against grown people, he has made me a bigger fan than I was when he was coming out of high school. And I watched him out of high school. So he's an outstanding person, but a better. He's an outstanding football player, but a better person. That guy he's God-based. He's about this business, and you don't see him out there doing the kind of things that lots of people with big money do. He's grounded. He has an excellent family who holds him down, and I'm just proud for him that he got an opportunity to show his skills, because that's what Ohio State do. We put out great receivers, defensive backs, and defensive linemen, quarterbacks, receivers, everything. That's what we do. and I'm just happy to watch him flourish in his environment, and he's doing an excellent job at representing Ohio State, and I couldn't appreciate him more than that.
Absolutely. Very proud of him. What about you, Nitty? I know I know, Ohio State isn't your team per se, but you follow us. You do know our
Hey,
players.
but
What you think?
check I got something else to say too, but it's Ohio. It's on the topic. Ohio State, the past that I know of, 6 years have been changing the culture, and I tell you what, the whole culture is lit. And I'm gonna tell you something else. And he got in trouble. He got in trouble. He went to the joint, but now he makes sure all the players he's calling them. He dialoguing with a lot of them and making sure they stay out of trouble. That was so. I give my shout out to Maurice Claret.
Oh, absolutely.
Man, that was a great take right there, boy. Man, one of my favorite running backs for Ohio State. And he has said this. He has said this on his podcast. His journey, and I watch him. I watch him religiously because he transformed himself
Absolutely.
into the individual that he is today. And
Right.
his mom and his family, they're wonderful. And he's been a godsend to inspiration and acknowledgement of the Ohio State program, that you can fall down, but you can get back up.
Exactly.
And that's boy, look here, man. I'm glad you brought him up, man, because that's my king right there. That's my king.
And when I thought about when I was making the statement and saying you don't hear this, about Ohio State, he actually crossed my mind. One thing about Claret's experience and journey is one thing we have to remember is he was very young. There was no NIL then. This It wasn't a lot of. I mean, you had your boosters and all of that, but it was nothing like this NIL. So
Right.
then you got to think about the environment where he came from, where he went back to after being on the field and playing Ohio State, where he would go back, in that same environment. And he talked, like you said, he speaks about this, but he is someone that can talk to a player that's struggling, that comes from a rather diverse background or environment, or maybe has to go back into those environments and exist. He can definitely be someone to coach him up and say, hey,
And look up to.
it's this, yeah, and look up to and steer them the right way, because now it's even people think, oh, well, they got money now, it's NIL. Well, that's the problem. Money brings a lot of problems. So
Mhm.
definitely, because you got to think about it. He was the one with the money going back into the
Mhm.
environment, the nice truck, this and that. And so
Mhm.
now everybody's coming. Hey, let's do this. Let's do that. And he, he had for a moment, like he expresses, like he said, this prima donna mentality where I'm Claret, I'm untouchable. He had that mentality, and he tells you this. I encourage everybody to watch his podcast and to watch his whole journey, because he's very open. He's very open and honest about it, and it's really something that every athlete, I think, should watch and learn from.
Exactly.
Because
They should be on that podcast and
yeah,
listening to his man. I'm telling you, he's so inspirational. I kind of like watch him just from afar because of, first of all, he's a Buckeye. And then second of all, I watched him go through high school to college to nothingness. And now he's back.
right,
And you cannot you can't commend anyone if they just stay down. He came back. He's a great father. He's a great um son. And he's a great
Yeah,
broadcaster.
great husband.
I like the takes that he has on his podcast. He is fantastic.
Yeah, he's very fair. What you got to say, Nitty?
I was just saying, I was just gonna say that, like, you know, and what makes it so bad, you don't hear no look at me. He's doing this behind the scenes,
No.
and
Yeah, you're right, Nitty.
he's not even really acknowledged, you know what I'm saying? But that's what I'm talking about. The culture in Ohio State is, man, top tier, because you got people like him that's went and giving back and make sure everybody's straight, and you know they got somebody to talk to, because he, you know, with his situation that he went through, you know what I mean, and you know, and for him to realize that, and for him to come back and be like, look, he's still an asset. And like I said,
Right.
go back to culture. And today,
Exactly.
with the NIL, is even worse, because they have so much access and stuff like that. So we got people like him that just, you know, like I said, he ain't doing it but to get a pat on the back or anything. No, he going doing that because of the passion and the type of person that he is, and the fact that he's still in the system, the machine of Ohio State.
He's grounded.
Right.
He's grounded.
He's very grounded.
And thank you for bringing that topic up, though, because Ladybug, I'm going to tell you one thing. We have so many greats that come out of Ohio State, and he's one of them.
Oh, he is. He is.
Definitely.
And one thing I wanted to say before we go to the next subject is when we won the national championship last year, what a lot of people didn't know, what Buckeyes knew, but a lot of people didn't know, he was there every step of the way. He was on those sidelines. He was in that locker room. You know, I forgot what his position was, but he did have a paid position, and he was there. Sometimes we love our coaching staff, but players sometimes have to have somebody relatable. You know,
Exactly.
Not everybody can identify with what a player is with how a player lives and where they come from. And so you got to have somebody relatable, because a player will say, you haven't never been through that. You can't tell me anything. You know, you got to have somebody say, look, yes, I have, you know.
Right.
So you got to have relatability, and he and all the players have said, you know, they really embraced him that year that we won the championship, you know.
Wow.
And it was kind of like, what would I do without him, you know, because when I was getting ready to make a foolish decision, he was right there, you know, but he was relatable, you know. So that's what you got to have on your staff. And I like Nitty says, Ohio State has identified that, and that's why our culture is strong. Yeah. Thank you. I'll use my little applause button. So now we have, let's not forget, we also have Travion Henderson going to the Super Bowl. Okay. And I know we have another Buckeye, and I'm not taking anything from him.
He's on the offensive line. I forgot what his name is.
And I hate that, but hey, go Bucks. Don't, you know, we're talking about you too. But we've got Travion. And this is where Buckeyes are having trouble if neither one of these teams are their NFL team, they're having trouble picking who they want to win, because we have two greats. Well, actually three. You know, we got two on one team and one on another team. So it's hard to pick. It's hard to say, you know, because you're like, well, I want Travion Henderson to have a good game, but shoot, if he has a good game, that means they win. You know, a good game in our book is him, you know, taking it all the way in, you know. So congratulations to him. He just got married. Congratulations. You know, he's very, very grounded in his religion, and so forth, which keeps him grounded. He was very open too about the dark days he had, and how his religion brought him through it. So good luck to you tomorrow as well, Mr. Henderson. It's awesome to have two Buckeyes. You know, I wish they were on the same side, but it's even more. It speaks more volumes that they're on the opposite side. You know, um, and just really proud of these young men. Again, on and off the field, good character is displayed with these Buckeyes.
I
And
agree.
so on and off the field, what you got, Buckeye Bill?
Again, and I go back to saying congratulations from going straight from a national championship to the Super Bowl. That's important
Mhm.
right there. This young man
Mhm.
went from a national championship and now playing in the Super Bowl within
Yeah,
24 months.
right, right.
So if
A season.
if the Buckeye fans are torn, I get why they're torn.
Yeah,
I can see it. I can see it right now. And I love him. Man, I love his running style. He's not Master P. He don't fall down. But what I can tell you is, and we ain't doing our predictions yet. I man, JSN is. I think
I know how
he's
you
the
feel.
premier player in the NFL to me, and I want him to win.
So
I
with
love
that,
Henderson, baby. Hey, I
so
love Junkins. That was my cat, and he run for us. You know, he was the yin to the yang to Henderson at Ohio State.
oh man,
And
that
if he
was
had
fun to
got hurt
watch.
in Cleveland, I think he would have been right there with Henderson for and Jigma for player of the year.
Yeah, if he was with the right team. Yeah.
Yeah. So uh-huh. What you
So
think, Blue Nitty? What you know?
Man, I'm gonna tell you like this. I like, man. I like I said. I like the whole. I just like the whole storyline with the Super Bowl, and I'm cheering for people on both sides. But as a whole, um, I gotta go with the Seahawks, man. I just can't find it in my heart to cheer against. I mean, to cheer with New England.
okay, got you. Got you. So your pick, so let's go ahead and do our picks then. So your pick is the Seahawks.
Yep.
And your reasoning is the Patriots, you just don't like them. You've never liked them. You know, you get it, but you just can't do it. You just can't do it. Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
I feel you. Um, you know, like I Bill, you want me to go next or you go next?
No, you go. You go.
Okay. So I had my pick until you brought up just now about Henderson. Now I'm all confused again. Until you brought up Henderson getting a national championship and then the year after gets a Super Bowl ring.
He's going to the
And
Super
how
Bowl, baby.
special, but how special is that?
No one has ever done that though. Not
And
one
see
player.
now, but at one point I wanted, today, just until 5 minutes ago, I said I'll go ahead and go with the Seahawks with the Jigma because Henderson is young. He's got a lot of time left. He will get a Super Bowl ring. He's got a lot of time left. However, now, but his position holds a lot of room for injury and all of that. So, but now that you say him getting a national championship and then getting a Super Bowl ring right after that, I'm back. And now I'm back confused. So what I'll say is this. I'm going to go for the Seahawks, but I'm not going to be upset if Travion has a good game, only if he has a good game and he's responsible for the Patriots winning. That's my pick.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Okay, politician guy. Check this out. Seahawks 27-21. That's it. That's going to be the score. It's gonna be it's gonna be a great game. You're gonna see excellent talent on the field, and I truly believe that. Drake May, I never liked him in college or anything like that, but he has turned into a adequate quarterback. Donald, he's came into his own. He done went through 4 or 5 different franchises. Um, the most important thing is JSN. If he gets 4 or 5 catches, just 4 or 5 catches in the game, they're gonna win the game. That's off the rip. Because most of those catches are going to be for either a touchdown or for first downs. And so I have to take Seattle, and I'm saying 27-21.
Okay.
Yes,
All right. Okay. And so, Nitty, did you have a score prediction? I don't have a score prediction. Did you have a score prediction?
Nope.
That would be a good
You
game.
suck.
I hope it is
You suck. You
27.
scared. You won't bet. Listen. Give me some points. Give me some points, man. You got points?
Look at Nitty's face.
I'm asking.
37-32.
Oh, you think it's gonna be that high?
That don't even make no sense. Ain't nobody gonna score that many points in the Super Bowl, man. That's over 60 points.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about that because, and the only reason I say that is because both these teams are good and these teams are evenly matched.
And they got
I
great
think-
defenses, is what I'm saying.
I think we're in for a show. I think we're in for a treat tomorrow. I think it's going to be an outstanding game. And I really wish it was a team that I paid attention to.
One of the teams I wish was there that I hated, so I can go against my team.
Right.
I can go for my team, but
Right.
I got 2 teams that has 2 of the best players
Right.
that ever played for Ohio State.
Yeah. That's the issue. And the
That's the
thing
problem.
is, but it's going to be a superb game for the people who are Seattle fans or the people who are Patriot fans. They're in for a treat. I think we're going to see a wonderful game.
Because when I brought up the trainer, the young lady, she was on, and this is the other thing, she was on the national championship team as a trainer. And now she's going to the Super Bowl with Henderson with New England.
Yeah, that's beautiful for her.
And she is evidently an outstanding trainer.
Yeah, she is.
And she
That's
has great
awesome.
credentials.
That's
And
awesome.
that's what we have to look at that, and see her journey and find out more. I want to find out more about her because for her to go like I said with Henderson from a national championship to a Super Bowl and a Super Bowl win would be outstanding for her career.
Yeah, and I'd love to. What I want to work on is an interview with her.
Wow.
So I want to really try and do that. Get my get my people to her people, and let's get our people to her people, because not only just for her journey, but for people coming behind her, for men and women, young women and men.
To get like my nephew, he wants to be an athletic trainer, and there's a lot of kids out there that can't continue to play sports, maybe had injuries or things of that nature, that still want to be about that business. So that would be an inspiration for any kid that's coming up to have a conversation with her. That would be wonderful.
It would be. So I'll get to work, on that, because she's busy right now, and I'm sure there's others that wants to interview her. So let's just put the word in her ear and see if she can set some time aside in her calendar for about that business. So as we close, so we made our picks and so forth, and we're getting ready to go ahead and call it a night. But as we close, here at About That Business, we don't talk. We welcome everyone, so we stay away from certain subjects such as politics, religion, and so forth, because we welcome everybody and everybody's ideas, and ethnic backgrounds or whatever religion or whoever you serve. It doesn't matter to us as long as you're respectful to us and our audience. So one thing that's something we stay away from, and we want you guys to do the same, especially for things that we enjoy, like football and sports. But one thing I did want to talk about is we do more than football, and as football comes to a close, you guys will see more, and you guys will get to know us a little better and so forth, and that's going to be fun to let you in to some of that. So I did want to talk about that business. So what I've heard and what's happening is for the Super Bowl, we have Bad Bunny, who was set to perform at the Super Bowl. And again, me being my age, I never knew who Bad Bunny was or is. I don't know who he is at all. But I started asking, and I heard that he's a dynamic, I guess he's Hispanic, or I believe so, but I haven't heard anything bad. I mean, you don't know who Bad Bunny is, and he's a superb performer. I heard he can perform really, really nice. He puts on a great show and so forth. But there was some uproar about him performing. I don't know why, but there was some uproar from a certain group that did not want Bad Bunny to perform. And so in lieu of that, there is there is a performance that they're calling an All-American performance for a certain lineup during the halftime show. People are being asked to, or the people who don't want to watch Bad Bunny is saying, hey, there's an All-American lineup on this particular channel and blah, blah, blah. And they're calling it All-American, And I just want to say this, okay? We're all Americans. And so to call a certain group that these performers are All-American, this is an All-American performance and so forth, it's just incorrect. And leave that out of football. Leave all of that out of football. Leave those politics out. Leave that religion out. Just enjoy the game. Enjoy the performance. As long as it's entertaining, that's all that needs to happen. As long as it entertains us. And entertainment doesn't mean that we're stepping up and clapping hands. Sometimes entertainment means we're asking questions. What does that mean? What did they mean by that? It's entertainment holds your attention, So leave all of that out, because in sports, nobody cares about all of that. Those politics, Democrats, Republicans, MAGA, all of that crap. That's the one time, an hour or 2 hours or 3 hours that we can escape our lives. We don't have to think about our bills and everything we got going on for 4 hours. We only care about who's winning that game. Let's keep doing that. Stop bringing those stupid politics into something that we like and that we enjoy. We have enough of that in our daily lives already. The world is changing. Things are happening. So we don't just leave it out of sports. That's all I ask. Now, as football comes to a close, are we going to touch on different subjects? Yes, but it will not be politics. It won't be religion, who you serve and all of that. It won't be that. It's going to be, I know who I serve, and that's it.
We got basketball
we've got basketball, we've got boxing, we've got all of that. We've got interviews. March Madness is coming. There's so much.
Olympics is on right now that I ain't been able to watch it.
Yes. So all of this politics and all of that, All-American. But listen, leave it out. Leave that out. And especially don't bring it over here about that business. Okay? And that's all I want to say on that note. With that note, Blue Nitty, you go ahead and do your closing point.
So we just see, that's the thing about that business. You know what I mean? We here to have a good time, enjoy life, kick it, and just, you know, it's a whole vibe. I'm 55. I know I look good for 55. No, anyway.
Yeah, you do.
I don't even know why you said that, bro. I don't even know why you said that, son. You feel me?
But we about to, but man, but I like I said, we all about enjoying life, and what life has to offer us. Now we got two good teams about to play. You know what I'm saying? Tomorrow in the Super Bowl. We gonna everybody. At least I hope everybody. We gonna eat good.
Yes.
I'm gonna take my medicine. Well, we're gonna take our medicine, and you know we're gonna be kicking it.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
So,
yeah.
But yeah, man. So I hope everybody enjoy what we, enjoy their Super Bowl Sunday, because I know we are.
Absolutely.
So, but that's all I got.
Okay, thank you, Nitty. Buckeye Bill, what you got to take us out of here?
Just to close the whole episode, I love the fact that I'm here with the Lady Buck and Blue Nitty. What's up, Nitty? I'm just excited for the future. I think that our chemistry is wonderful. Of course, we're gonna have to bring a lot more content.
Yeah.
Because we need you, the viewers, to bring that content to us. But I can tell you one thing and two things for sure. We're going to always be interactive, and we going to always bring some facts. So, holler at me if you see me coming, baby. OH.
I-O. Did he take us out?
That's it.
Good night.
Synesthetic.
I'm trying to win my team a championship. I'm trying to win my team a championship. Let's go. Trying to win my team a championship. We all in the game, trying to get us some ranks and ball in the play. Should I do what you can? Hey, Block is the name, BMG is the guy. Hey, yeah, but we working. Hey, yeah, but we working. Hey, practice make perfect. Hey, practice make perfect. Trying to win my team a championship. Yeah, and we score every chance that we get. Take advantage of handles, it's all in the wrist. Got shooters on the squad. Perfect aiming up Swiss. Got shooters on the squad. Trying to win my team a championship. Everybody is playing their roles. They watch out post.